Welcome along, guys. It is season 3 finally in now Supercharged Motorsports. Of course, officially it was changed from Formula Fanatics to Supercharged Motorsport over the Christmas, and a lot of changes for this season. First big one is we're actually going to be running 2 servers now. So tonight I'm actually commentating on the Pro and Pro-Ams. It looks like we have 29 in this server, and then Ricky DC, who is streaming on Twitch, is doing the silver and the arms. I think there's 25 plus over on that server as well. And we've opened up, so we're going to try to get up to 50 drivers in each server and go from there. And obviously if we keep growing the way we're growing, there'll be a 3rd server open then next season. But great to see so many new faces in here, and of course we are around Laguna this evening. It's going to be a 60-minute race and some great battles to go ahead tonight. We are running Pro and Pro-Am this evening, so just to kind of go through a few of the drivers there as well. Obviously at the minute M. Thomas is flying out there, fastest lap in practice at 1:22.050. That's a storming lap. The Aston Martin seems to be very, very fast around here. They've got Endobos in second. I'm just going to go Trebi driver and introduces. So Endobos there for McLaren Racing. He's at 22.712 at the minute. With Booton in third in the Router Racing BMW on a 1:22.757. Then we've Jason Pooley in the Lego Ferrari in 4th position in practice at the minute. Jason Pooley, of course, is well known in our community here. and also in Amigos. And Amigos is a great league that we race in on Monday night, and they've kindly given us their server for our second silver and arms tonight. Now I do have my second server now ready, but Chris was an absolute saviour and jumped in just in time. Then we've got, of course, the return Luca Mari. For some reason his EOS livery has not loaded in, but Luca Mari is here this evening and he is running in his Ferrari, which is usual to see. Then we have a new driver, Chris Vining, is now in with us as well in another massive accident. What a name for a livery. I absolutely love that, and it's great to see him in here, and I do love seeing people's liveries as well, so it'll be interesting to see. Then we've got Jack Holden, who's sitting in P7 for 2ID. 2ID are actually repped with 4 drivers, or 5 drivers actually. 4 of them are in this server. 2 of them are in pros, or 3 of them was in pros, 1 in Pro-Am. And then Liam Smith races for them over in the Silver League as well. So great to see 2ID are massively repped here. In T1SO, we've got Jay Broker, super fast driver. I definitely know this guy as well, so it's going to be great to see what Jay can do here this evening on this as well. Then in 9th position so far, we've got Dino Piccioni, who's racing for M4R, a massive Italian community. Great to see them being repped very well in here as well in Supercharged Motorsport. Then we have G Castellano, who's, as I say, another M4 driver, Giuseppe Castellano, and he is racing there in P10 at the minute with T Miller and 11. Just in a random livery, doesn't have a team name, but coming from South Africa there. Good to see South African boys coming in and racing. Then Matty Gamble, he came third in Season 2's championship. What can he do? Of course, if he didn't miss that race, it could have been the championship win. But the winner right beside him in P13 is this man, John Dudley, in a gold livery. Season 2 and reigning champion of Supercharged Motorsports, formerly FFG. So great to see John there. And of course, Dominic Geese in this absolutely amazing livery. I actually forgot I made this for Dominic. It was quite a random night we done this one, so great to see him there. He's just married, as you see in the back of it. Dominic East is amazing. Then we've got S. Simons Kowaleski in the shredded wheat 888 BMW there. Unfortunately his livery hasn't shown up, so a lot of these guys may need to go on to awesome. Then we've the most handsome man in sim racing and a Pro-Am favourite, Glenn Smith, in his 2ID Ferrari 296. He is a driver who's super fast. I've known Glenn for over a year, and the improvement with him has been massive, so it's going to be very interesting to see how he does this evening. Then beside him is Chris Tedder, another livery of mine. He is the owner of Amigos Racing Team and of obviously Amigos League as well. They race on a Monday. I personally race there as well. I absolutely love the community. We work quite closely with them, and he's of course helped me with the other server tonight when I was waiting on my other server to go active. So he's going to be interesting to watch. And of course, if you've watched any of FFG and now Supercharged Motorsport, you'll know Andre Batek. He's famous. He is on a 2-race warning though, not to be getting in incidents. He seems quite pumped for this season. He is in Pro-Am, so let's see what he can do as well. Tom Solis sitting there for Team League Full of Idiots in P19. Surprised I didn't see Dr. Trevel here today. Shot in frame. So the password is in the server. It is Supercharged, all capitals. So it's Supercharged, all capitals. Then we have Lewis Robson for Simtech Racing, and he is in P20 at the minute there for the Simtech guys, and he should be quite interesting to watch as well. Altar Gabriarto, I can't say that name quite right, but Gabba there is going to be quite a good driver as well. I'll speak to him earlier on. Then we have Mike Conway for Simtech Racing also in here, or Mark Conway, sorry Mark. And it should be quite interesting to see how he does get on. And then we've got another 2ID driver, replacement Fezza as he's called. Darius Shamelski is in, and Darius I think is in a black Ferrari as his livery hasn't shown in. Then we've got Jay Hansel in the Team WRT BMW. Then Matthew Feldham in the Simtech race. Simtech are absolutely repped. Server name, so it's Supercharged Motorsports. Should pull up the server name, mate. So Matthew Felton there for Simtech as well. Then we've got Tim Smee for TDS. Great to see Tim back. He did take a bit of a break from sim racing. He raced over in Amigos, and this is his first time racing in our community, so great to see him here. Then we have John Wilson for Walkenhorst Motorsport. Then Roy Blues for Little Rusty. Unfortunately his livery is not shown. And then Craig Hewlett, who is Formula, or sorry, I was going to say Formula Fanatics there. Supercharged Motorsport team driver, and this is a livery I'm very proud of. If we can get into it, which I can't seem to do at the minute. It is our Motorsport livery, and I absolutely love this car. It's a car I am considering still racing, but I probably won't yet. But we are only now waiting to go into qualifying, so this is going to be interesting. I'm going to do my very best to get all the action in. And Michael Thomas is out straight away. So it is a free-for-all. It's 20 minutes. You can go out whenever you want. There is no overtaking on the outlap. And then, yeah, once they get out there, they can build the gap up and get going. So it's going to be great to see. And if anybody is racing or watching who is in the other server, so if anyone is in the other server, please let us know how they're getting on. I'd be quite interested to see how they do. JRT Karma, I asked him could I call him Kimmy. He's from Finland, and he said I can call him Kimmy, which is great. So live streams, why isn't Ricky's one shown up there? So I'm gonna add Ricky's link in there because it should be there as well. So Michael Thomas is going there, going through this corkscrew, and I'm going to get this on to the full screen. He's not need to be looking at my ugly face. Let's enjoy the racing, guys. So we're going to stand with Michael as he goes around. I'm pretty sure he's the first car out, and as you see, the car is slowing down behind, ready to get a gap in as well. And it's the right thing to be doing. And of course, this is our first season run, the LFM BOP as well, so cars will have some extra weight and some will have a bit of a helping hand. Like Darius has 21 kilos lifted from his Ferrari 488. So that's going to be quite nice to see. So with Michael Thomas here at the minute, it's hard to know what's going to be a good sector time or not, but I'll give it to you. He has been the fastest in the practice by nearly 7/10 of a second, so I'm sure he'll be up there. He's looking quite nice at the minute. The corkscrew can catch out so many people as well, but he's doing a very nice job there, nice and smooth. Uses an awful lot of the track to open up the corner. Probably not the best corner he's took there on the exit. I know oh, he's given up on that one. Cars in the way, so I think he's given up on that. So let's jump on with Bhutan, who's just behind. He's going to stay on for a full lap there. So what can Bhutan do there? And that's a 1:22.9. What can Matty do? A 1:23.5, so Matty's not had his best lap as of yet. Jumping on with Glenn, he's coming around the final corner. What can Glenn do? He's invalidated, so I've been his bad luck there this evening. And our current champ, John Dodds, what can he do in the Porker? He's after moving from his Lamborghini over to the Porsche as well, so this will be quite interesting to see what he will do. So with that there, where's that going to put Dudley? Up in the P8 at the minute, a 1:24.5. Putin still has the fastest lap at the minute. Who is getting close? Tom Solis for the league full of idiots. So Tom Solis is coming around the last corner there, and Tom is a driver who I do highly rate, so I'm interested to see how this Ferrari is going to fare him out this evening. And as Tom crosses the line, up into P9 he goes. That looks like Glenn is on a hot lap here at the minute. He's giving it all he can do. Jack Holden's got a bit of a lap in, but not And to scream home about just yet, as Vinning goes fastest to 122.9. As I say that, Michael Thomas 122.745. So the times are starting to fly in. It's going to be impossible for me to keep on with everyone, but I'll do my very, very best. We'll stay on with Glenn now as he goes around the final corner here. And so Glenn's first lap time, what is it going to be, Glenn? Oh, P7 for Glenn there. Forza Carasuzi. Hashtag Amimato. Salvatore Red David, how are you? Hope you're keeping well. As Darius now, oh, Joe, I'm going to jump on with Smee. Where is Smee? Has he got a lap in yet? So many people. Dominic Geese is out there as well. Where's Tim Smee? Don't know where Smee's gone. He's disappeared. Might be having connection issues or something like that there. So Dominic Geese as well is another fast driver. He's quite smooth, and it should be quite interesting to see what Dommy can do out here, especially now that there's a good bit more competition for him there. He gets that just right, and that's lovely stuff there. That's Jason Food. He gets out of his way there. Fair play, Jay. That's what we like to see. How you doing, Obi-John Kenobi? Hope you're keeping well. As Dominic East now come up to the final corner, it's getting quite a bit of a traffic jam there. There's only 28 cars on this one. Oh, you registered too late. Unlucky, mate. Yeah. So next race is next Monday. We do or next Wednesday. We do have a Sunday league starting this Sunday, a solo 2.4 race. So you can join in for that one, no issues at all if you want to do so. Obviously, we'd love to have you in. Other than that, then, yeah, from next week you should be able to join in. I had to have a cut-off time just with the amount of sign-ups. It was just getting very hard to maintain, and I even had to open up 2 servers within the last hour before setting up, as there was just so many sign-ups, which is not a bad complaint. Obviously, we're very, very happy for that. But, right, yet to set a time is Chris Tedder, who's on a lap now. It's down with Chris. Then we've got Kowalski, Darius Schmelski, and Jay Wilson, also yet to set a time. Jack Holden is P24, but that's definitely not a representative time what he can do. Fastest lap so far, Michael Thomas at 122.345. He has the fastest first sector and third sector, but the fastest second sector goes to C. Vinning at the minute by 0.052 of a second. Hello, Salvatore. How are you doing? Phil Andrews, how are you doing? Phil Mac Andrews, sorry. Don't mind me, I ruin names for a living, but great to have you in the chat here. And Chris Tedder crosses the line and up into P8 he goes, so nice lap there from Mr. Tedder. Kowalski still in the pits. Darius has not done much as of yet. We'll wait to see what happens there. Who is on a lap now? We'll go on with Dobos. And anyone watching the stream, if there's any driver you want me to go on board with, please let me know throughout the race. I'll be more than happy to jump on board with any car, any driver that you'd like to see. And I'll even put a vote out there halfway through the race. If you're watching on YouTube, I'll get you to like the stream. And once we hit, say, 5 likes, I'll do an on board with one car. If we get up to 10 likes, we'll do one with the next car as well. So I want to keep all you guys involved and cheer on the drivers who you want to do so. Everyone who's watching, please put in a comment, let me know who you're supporting, and I'll try to give them guys a bit of coverage as well, because I want to give everyone that bit of courage. As Dobos crossed the line, is he going to move up a position? He does, up into P5 there, so well done to Dobos. Luca Mari is on a fast lap there. Luca Mari doing very well in that first lap, but he's lost a bit of time there. Thomas is improving his time at the minute, although Matty Gamble is improving there by half a second nearly. Matty Gamble up into P7 now he goes. Very, very good stuff from him. Another good improver though as well, Mr. Hansel here, up nearly 0.4 of a second. And behind him, Jay Wilson's improving massively as well. Oliver Anderson, number 11 all day. Oliver definitely looking like number 11. Dominic Geese will be doing amazing things. Of course, an untalented motorsport driver. And anyone who doesn't know Oliver Anderson, he's a steward in our Supercharged Motorsport, a very good friend of ours. and just an out-and-out legend, absolute legend. So Oliver, great to see you in here as well. Oliver, in case you missed out, oh, Phil McAndrew's here for Tom Solis. Oh, you're an LFI team, good man, that's what we like to see, Phil. Obi, John Kenobi, I'm telling you one thing, Mr. Tom Solis, I may jump on with him, he's definitely getting himself some great fans. And as I say that, he jumps up into P13 there after improving by nearly 0.4 of a second. So literally from first position up until Tom Solis is a second. So from first to 13th, a second is splitting them. And we'll have a look then once everyone else puts in a lap time as well. It's Tom Solis for the win. Tom Solis is getting some great exposure here with all the fans in looking at him today. So don't be afraid to hit that like button on the video, as Matty gives up on that one. I'm going to jump on with Broker here, as Broker is doing a nice lap there. I'm going to look back further to see who's improving here. Kowalski I'm going to jump on with here. He is up quite a bit of time, and this will be his first actual proper time lap. Let's see where Kowalski will go as he gets onto that line. So his first lap there, up into P19 for him, so that's a jump up of nearly 8 spots. Jack Holden, I think, needs to get a decent lap in. We know he has definitely a bit of time in him. Thomas still on provisional pole by 0.4 of a second actually at the minute. Compliments for the season. Well, hopefully that all goes well this season. It's our first time dipping into 2 servers. We were absolutely humbled with the support and the amount of people signing up, which is lovely to see. And if you randomly come across this stream, you can still join up, go to our sim grid. We've opened up 2 servers so we can take up to another 30-40 drivers. So by all means, please jump in. So we have 29 drivers in this server tonight and 25 plus in the other server, and that's going to grow week on week, thankfully. And it's all down to you amazing drivers. So 8 minutes and 20 seconds left in quali. Will Mr. M. Thomas be able to keep these guys at bay, or will that change? Luke and Mary out there, still not fining, not much happening there. I'm going to jump on Jay Pooley as he's improved a bit there, as it looks like Thomas is going into the pits. So Pooley lost a little bit in the exit, but that puts him up into P11, which is nice to see. The handsome man Glenn is on a better lap here, and this could bode him well. He's in P17 at the minute. So Glenn's coming through the final sector now. What can he do? He's getting the most out of that Fezza at the minute. One more corner left to go. Salvador David, Mr. Piccioni at the top. Nice one. Someone scroll my story. Number elbow. Too much cursed 101. That's very true. Wow, Glenn Smith from P17 to P9. What a man. This is unbelievable. Great stuff to see. And Mr. Conway now is up half a second as well. That's going to jump him up a few spots. Up into P22 he goes. Jay Wilson only starting his lap and is already up 0.3 of a second. Biden well. John Dudley is up a few tenths there as well. Oh, someone stole your number. Jay Pooley. As Dudley crossed the line up into P16 he goes. Back further Jay Wilson. 33 seconds in, still up nearly 3.5 tenths. Doing a great job. I'm going to jump back onto Jay Poole, who's up a bit. Although Jay Broker up half a second at the minute, which is massive. That could put him on for a provisional P2 if he's able to keep that up. As Pooley goes into P8, I'm going to jump back on with Broker, because this here could be a massive lap from Broker. So he's going then into the corkscrew. Doesn't lose much time at all. He's making this Mercedes work. The Mercedes known for being a little bit on the understeery side. Brooker here is doing a great job. He's going to go hard on the brakes for the last corner. You want to kiss the apex on the power early, carry that speed down the straight, which he's doing a great job of there. This is definitely set on for P2 at the minute. This is a great lap there, and P2 he goes. 0.3 off M. Thomas. Guys, all the way down to P15 is a second now. That's unbelievable how close it is. in this split here. I think we've got the splits hopefully just right. T Miller is out on his first time lap now, so let's see how Tory Miller can do there. And Smee is up in P25, so Smee did get back in and back out he goes. So great stuff there from Smee with 5 minutes left in qualifying now. This is what we like to see. Just letting him go around there. So look, while that's going on, I'm going to jump on with Dominic Guinness as he jumped into P11. Just as I jumped on with him, I seen that time coming up. So Jay Broker is still out on the lap there. Bhutan is up a few tenths of a second. This is a possible P2 here from Bhutan if he keeps going the way he's going as well. So this will be very, very, very interesting to see what he can do. Can he make it work? And guys, once we get to 5 likes on this stream, you can call out all votes, should I say, and the person with the most votes gets a full on-board lap and quali before we start the race. So one more like on the YouTube video, on the YouTube stream, and we can happily put to vote who you want to see a hot lap with. Looking back further, T Miller is on one there as Bhutan only stays P4. He was on for faster lap, just unfortunately lost a bit of time at the end. Luca Mari down in P6 now, but you've got Vining up there. Castellano is up there as well. Matty Gamble in P7. Invalidated. So at the minute now, it is super busy out there. Jack Holden in P21 is improving for his 2ID. So let's see how he gets on. Dariusz Szmelski is out there also. He needs to get himself a lap in. And isn't it great hearing that 488 out there? That's why I love the LFM Bop. You get to see some of the lovely older cars coming into play. I personally got to drive the NSX in a race in Amigos, not last Monday, the Monday before. Now, I had a great first half an hour before I got murdered, but it was absolutely brilliant. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. That's what a Ferrari is made for. Power oversteer and keep it going. And Darius as well, a very capable driver. So let's see how he gets on here. Okay guys, so if you want to name who you'd love to see a hot lap with for the last 2 minutes, we can jump on with somebody, get the votes in super fast. And whoever has the most names mentioned, I'm sure Tom Solis might win this one with the LFI guys watching. As across the line, Darius P18. Andre Batak is improving as well. He hasn't much of a talk so far there, but Batak is improving. He's up a few tenths. But he's all the way down to P20 now is a second. From first to P20 is a second. That is ridiculous how close it is. And Batak's lost a lot of time there. Chris Tedder is up a little bit of time as well, but not just enough yet. Everybody else is kind of on an outlap. Guys, put in a name of who you'd love to see, and we'll do a full on-board lap. Yous need to vote it. I won't be voting who we go on with for that on-board lap. Get the names in. Whoever has the most names gets to have a full on-board lap. Oliver Anderson, number 11, so that would be Dominic Geese. We'll give it another few seconds. If nobody else does, we're going to do a full lap with Dominic Geese. Although he's in the pits at the minute, so maybe not number 11. He won't be going again. As we are on here with Mr. Hansel. Oh, he's lost 3 and a bit tenths. His last corner has ruined nearly half of a second gain. He's up in P18 now. Oh, he will be absolutely fuming over that one there. So Jay Wilson in P29, P28 then Darius. P24 goes Darius now. So Jack Holden up into P6 here as well. So 22. So Joe, we're going to go with 22. Where is 22? 22. There is no 22, is there? Yeah, there's no 22. 92, 90, 92, okay. Right, we'll jump on board at 92, so guys, where are you, 92? 92 is in the pits, guys. Who else is there? Number 4, Oliver Anderson said. Haha, Oliver Anderson wants to go with Batek, but Batek is out of it. But we'll get some donuts from Batek. Go McAllister or Castellano. So Castellano is on a lap but not improving. Where's McAllister? I can't. Who's McAllister? What number is McAllister? Or Mr. Castletower? I don't see where Mr. Castletower is. I'm just going to jump on until I see who's who. Team Miller is definitely up time. Schmelski up quite a bit of time there now. And that's up to P19 for Darius. Very good going in an old car. Then Team Miller. P17. Great lap from him. Dobos is on a lap there as well. Castellano has done very well up in P7 at the minute. And it looks like the only person, no, there's nobody that can actually do it. That's qualifying over, guys. There we have a pole position for M. Thomas at 122.062. Luca Mari for EOS at 122.317. M. Bouton for Rauda Racing at 122.340. J. Broker and P4 at 122.365. C. Vining at 122.397. And then we have a 122.472 for Jack Holden, a 122.477 for Castellano, a 122.520 for Matthew Gamble, Piccione a 122.562, and Dobos a 122.585, Jay Pooley a 122.780, Dominic Geese a 122.780, dead same time there. Guys, that was so close. All the way down to P21 is 1 second, splitting the teams, or the drivers this evening. This is going to be a very, very, very good race this evening. So we will have about a 5-minute break, and then we will be going into qualifying or into the main race then, which is a 60-minute race tonight, is tonight's race. In terms of pit stops, it is 1 mandatory pit stop, and it's fuel only being mandatory, and there is no time limit on the fuel, so people can splash and dash if they want, or people can, you know, go with different strategies. I know Laguna here can be quite a tough one, so we'll see how that goes. If people do opt for changing tyres, I'm not sure now it really merits changing tyres, but we'll see how that goes as it goes on. It all depends on the driver. It's very, very personal in that way. If that was me, I'd be splashing and dashing. And the great thing is, with this as well, for the pit stop, there's no pit window, it's open. So if you are unlucky and you get involved with an incident, straight away you can get into the pits in the first lap then, and at least it doesn't hurt you as much as when there is a pit window and you kind of have to just bear the damage until that. You can get in straight away, use your splash and dash, hopefully get out into free air and get on from there. But yeah, qualifying over, absolutely brilliant to see. A lovely turnout for season 3 for the Pro and Pro-Ams. And of course, give Ricky DC some love. He's over on Twitch and he is running our silver and amateurs on that server there as well. So definitely give Ricky a little shout out as well. He is a legend, absolute legend. So now let me have a look. I think their qualifying should be over as well. So Piccione says Vincenzo Di Martino, go Castellano. So you're from M4 or racing team. Is it Fienzo or Vicenzio? I'm going to ruin your name, so I'm sorry, Di Martino. I will ruin names, but I don't mean to. It just happens. I'm Irish. It is what it is. But waiting now for the server to load through. So we're waiting for that to do. So guys, let me know who you're supporting, and smash the like button if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, just give a little comment, say hello. Let me know who you're supporting. I love to see who everyone's supporting. It's all part of the fun. So we have a 5-minute wait. So what I like to do here is go to the front of the grid and go through all the drivers. Now I am probably going to need to do one thing first before we do that. And that is open up the names, because I will not know everyone's name. So what I'll do, I might just start kind of there at the Dudley side of things. No. So if I go in here and then go there. So let me have a look here now. Seems like the game has froze. Bear with me, guys. The game has actually froze. Of course it has. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to shut down ACC and reload it. Just about to happen now, and not while the race was on. So we'll just load back into that, guys. Goodyear MR4, yeah, doing very well. Forza MR4 or M4R. As we wait for ACC to load back in. So the server has frozen. Okay, so multiplayer server list. I think there is a bit of a frozen server issue. There might have to be a restart because the server seems to be frozen. I'm just going to try and rejoin to see, does it stay frozen? Okay, yeah, no, it is fucked. No, it's back working. No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a lobby restart with that one. Lovely jubbly. Lovely, have to restart the server now. Right, so the server is absolutely fucked. Lovely, so I'll restart this. Might as well have you here looking at me while I'm doing this, so I'm gonna go into the server now. So hosting, view. Okay. XCC blocked the finish line, nothing worked anymore. Yeah, so I'm restarting the server now for the guys. Oh, so bear with me there 2 minutes while we get everything going. Actually, what I am gonna try to do though, is if I can Grand, I have the qualifying order, so I'm going to try and manually do quality if I can. Right, so that should be where everybody is, so I can go through that. How are you, lads?
There is a bug. LFM did not have Laguna Seca on for a specific reason.
Yeah, they had to cancel because the countdown didn't go, and the countdown just froze for us as well.
Yeah, so I'm going to restart it now. I'm just going to see, can I manually edit the starting grid?
You can, mate.
Grand, I'm going to do that now. So I have all the starting grid there from the replay, the other one there. So I'm just going to remove the practice session now.
No, keep practice, get rid of quality.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. So 5 minute practice. Quality, delete session.
And make sure you get them positions in. I was first.
Yeah. Now, where do I fix the grid?
So, hang on. Let me bring up mine.
So, it's going to save that
right,
first.
so go to Championship, go to View.
Yep.
Go to Manage Event and Edit.
View. Yeah.
Hang on, mate.
Randomizer track empty.
Edit.
Fixed condition qualifying, no.
Yeah, that's what you want. Oh, grid default. Here we go. Sorry. Right, I think it's this way. So go to the main championship and click on Edit.
Yep.
So it says like, right, and then if you go to Entry List.
Yep.
Right, in the top left-hand corner on each person, it's a default grid position, -1.
Yes.
So what you want to do, you need to change that now to where everyone is, but then remember to re-upload the entry list.
So, right.
After today's event, so that doesn't stay like that every week.
Yeah. Right, grand. So anyone watching, it will be probably about 2 or 3 minutes before I have everyone in, because I have to go through every name manually. Right, so...
When do you want us to rejoin the server?
Well, it's going to take me about probably 3 minutes before it's live.
Okay, no worries.
So where the fuck is Wilson?
Just chuck me in last place if you want, mate. I'm terrible on this track.
I won't do that to you. Where is Wilson? See down further. I'd have to go through everything manually to find who was where. So he was 25th. Next up, Gabriato, 19th. Sorry, boys, this is a pain in the nuts, but that's out of our control. I personally blame Chris Tedder, but yeah. Third. Right, I'll be back in just a minute. You don't need to hear me talking shy to myself. Right, next up. So, doubles. 10th. Then Adrian Hallowans is... What's that at the end of the name? Doesn't look like he's a show up, that's fine. Tory Miller. P17. Jay Brooker, he was, I think, P2, was he? No, P4. Sorry about this, guys, in the stream as well. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing to get this sorted for the guys. 18th. Roy Blues. It's 27th. Matthew Feltham, 24th. Mark Conway. Conway, 26th. Glenn Smith. Should put him P1, but I'll put him in P15. Britt didn't show up. Craig Hewlett next. 28. Andre Batek. 21st. Then Castellano was P7. I remember all the cheers for that one. Sorgato. Seen his name here this evening. Nope. It's fine. Chris Vining. P5. Michael Thomas was P1. Dino Piccioni, P9. Tom Sodus, P1, fan favorite, but where was he? P23. Jack Holden, P6. Luca Murray, I think he was up, P2. Nice job, Luca. Ian Hansel, P14. Jason Pooley was P11. Then Gary Smith was not here. Simons Kowaleski, P13. Then Chris Tedder, last, I'll put him the bollocks, P16. Matty Gamble, P8. John Dudley, Champ. Where was Duds? P22. Michael Syme, I don't think he was here tonight, was he? Darius Schmelski, 20, P20. Nearly done, guys. Dominic Geese, P12. Save. And start event. Server's now live. Server's live.
Your t-shirt's out of date, mate.
No, I know that. I already said at the start of the stream.
Yeah, the only people who watch the stream would know that.
Yeah, but nobody asked you.
Right, so let's have a look. Okay. Stop streaming.
Oh, you
Red
think
position.
the-
Oh, here it is. Okay.
Yeah, it should be up, lads.
Yeah. That's the first time I've ever seen that happen.
yeah.
Oh, you put a message in Discord just so people know.
Yeah, I done the at ACC thing.
26, so we're not far off, are we? Just hope that thing worked now with the entry.
Yeah, hopefully.
Look, I got new
Yeah,
sets of
we
tyres. Happy days. I hate about wearing glasses. They always get dirty.
Bit like yourself.
I keep
I
it
don't
like that, so
think
it's authentic.
Yes. you don't take off the white marks in.
Wait a minute to practice there. You might as well go out and get a lap in. Yeah, the grid's back full.
Happy days. Look at that. Paddock over, lads.
I'm just hoping everyone's in the correct position by the time this server comes.
What I told you about talking about decisions, mate.
Oh, me. That's the first time that's ever happened.
Oh, it's part of it, mate, isn't it? It's how you deal with it. I think you dealt with it right.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's. I think it might be the track. I've had this multiple times on this track actually.
Really?
A long time ago. Yeah, a couple of times a long time ago. I haven't raced this track for over a year or so.
Oh, wow, okay.
Before that.
Yeah, well, I think that's a lesson. Never use this track again. Oliver Anderson, this is the best race ever. Fuck you. Right, lads, I'll get out of your hair because I'll be talking to the people in the comms. Enjoy the race. Sorry about that. It was out of our control, but at least it's sorted, lads. Have a good race.
Well done, mate. All right, mate.
Take
Well
care. Right, so a little bit longer than normal, guys. 5 minutes and we'll get into it. Let the guys get in and settled into the grid again and we get going. That was a pain in the butt, but these things happen with servers. And I didn't know that Laguna actually had an issue for that with servers, so that's very interesting to actually to learn as well. But yeah, it's going to be a good race, guys. I'm really looking forward to this. Very impressed with qualifying. The top 20 split by less than a second is it's phenomenal. Like really looking forward to seeing what the guys do here this evening, and hopefully you watching the stream will enjoy it. Oliver, I know you're going to enjoy it either way. Let's be honest about that. It's a shame you're not racing though, bud. But obviously we know what work and everything else. It's just one of those things. On with Simon's Kovalevsky. That has to be Dudley. When I heard the Porsche screaming, I knew it had to be Dudley. Yeah, we're about to go again, guys. And let's hope this time Britt has not showed up tonight, actually, which is unusual. Unusual for Britt. I'll PM and see is it all okay. I do like Britt, he's a good guy. But yeah, a small little delay, but nothing too bad, guys. Which is what it's all about, is just getting on with it. On here now with Andre Batek. Some say the greatest driver known to man. But yeah, really looking forward to this, guys. I've been working hard in the background with our team, and we've obviously two new stewards as well, so I'm sure if Oliver still is doing it with us, that's great. And we've Aaron Holloway in, and then his brother Giles is also in to do a bit of stewarding as well. And what I love seeing about league racing, especially lately in ACC, is how the other communities are represented. The likes of Simtech Racing, M4R, Amigos, and even our own drivers represented as well. It's great to see it out there. And really looking forward to this. And I can't wait to watch back the second race as well this evening, once it jumps in. So free practice should be up any second now, so I'm going to jump into our live scene. You don't need to be looking at me. Actually, what I'm going to do is maybe shorten that a little bit and just leave that in the center. Because why not? There we go, dead center. No, that's the Formula 1 seasons next week. It's been up on SimGrid for 2 months now for the second, so it hasn't changed date-wise. But we do have two servers running, Oliver. We have the Silver and AM over on one server, and then, of course, our Pro and Pro-Am in this server here. 5-minute countdown. What is going on? Is this the same thing again? Oh, there we go. I'm having PTSD of something happening. That's grand. So look, I'm going to attempt to go through everybody now. I think might be the best thing to do. So yeah, might as well just get that done if we can. It doesn't seem to want it. Drive, there we go, and that's why. Right. So I'm just going to run through everybody really fast. I'm going to do my very best to do so. So in P1 we have Michael Thomas, and then in P2 is Luca Mari. P3 is Bhutan with Jay Broker in P4. P5 then we have C Vinning, and P6 then is Jack Holden for 2ID. P7 we have G Castellano for the M4R racing team. Doing a very good job there. Then we've got Matty Gamble in P8, Jack Holden's teammate. Then in P9 we have D Piccioni, who's a very interesting driver as well. I think he's M4R as well. I'm sure I'll find out. N Dobbs in P10. Jason Pooley in the Lego Ferrari in P11. Whoa. Then in P13 we've got Dominic Geese in that matte livery that I created for him. A bit mad looking, we love it. Just married. Then in P13 we've got Simons Kolansky, as this keeps going everywhere, it's ridiculous. Then in P14 we have Hansel. Then Glenn Smith in P15. Chris Tedder's in P16. T Miller is in P17. Galbriatio in P18. In P19 we've got Darius Schmelski. Then in P21 we have Mr. Andre Batek. John Dudley, our current champion, in P22. Tom Solis for LFI in P23. Then in P24 I am going to have to bring my list down a bit because I can't see that far ahead of me. So then in P24 we have M. Feltham. And then in P25 we have Jay Wilson. In P26 we have M. Conway. In P27 is Or Blues. In P28 is Craig Hewlett, and he is actually one of our motorsport drivers, and that is our esports livery there. And then in P29 is Tim Smee on his recovery or reintroduction into sim racing. So great to see. And what I'm going to do there really quickly, I want to get myself a nice little picture of the whole grid because it's a beautiful looking grid. So that is 29 cars this evening, guys. It's going to be some great racing, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how the guys do. I'm also looking forward to seeing all your support for the drivers out there as well. It's always great seeing you guys come in, watch the racing and get involved and really support all the guys. So this is going to be good fun, guys, and let's enjoy the next hour of sim racing because it is going to be wild. Now let's get back over here if I can. There we go. So we're going to stay on normally with Thomas. We go helicam as well for this. At this place at my... Yeah, it's going to be interesting. So we're starting off the corkscrew. It's only a small little formation lap to warm up tires really quick. Catch up time because of bad quality. So that's what happened. That makes sense. That makes sense. Unfortunately, it's catch up time for everybody because the server did freeze for a little bit, but we're finally going. And let's enjoy what's going to be an hour of some amazing racing, guys. as they should be setting off any second now on the warm-up, which they have done. Who's going to win the first race of Season 3? We're yet to find out. Thomas, of course, is quite the favourite to do so. And I'm sure he will want to get off his campaign to the best start possible, which of course is a race win. So let's see how we do. And the best of luck to every driver. And let's be having a 60 minutes of madness about to unfold. Here we go. Coming around the last corner. This is it. We are going to get going just as he comes up here. This is the last car is coming around. And we are away in race, and Season 3 is a go with Thomas into the lead. Luca Mari doing a good job in P2. No one's changed position just yet. Let's see how turn 1 goes. People are going to be safe. It's going to get through nicely. So far, it looks like it's been quite nice. So far, very, very good start there for the pole sitter, Mr. Michael Thomas. He's done a great job so far. Luca Mari P2, Booton P3, Finning P4, Broker P5, Matty Gamble up to P6, Jack Holden's lost 2 positions down to P7. Dobbo's after gaining a position, and Castellano's dropped down now to P10. Dominic East just behind him as well. So a few changes up front at the start. And Castellano now has been overtook by Geese, but Geese runs too wide. Castellano gets the position back. Geese down under pressure from Hansel. Hansel looks like he's going to get the job done, and he does. Dominic all over him going up. The rest of it there. Kowalski back further after getting up a few positions. Batek gained a few positions back up, going up the inside. Oh my god, that was a huge send. Who was that? Car number 156 there. Team Miller has caused absolute carnage. And we go back 15 seconds. See that? He got the braking completely wrong. Tried to avoid it all. He took out Pooley. Took out quite a few cars there. Chris Tedder and Solis lucky enough to get by it, as is Dudley there. But Miller will be feeling the wrath, I'm sure, of the stewards there once that has been put in there. Wow. But M. Thomas there, great job up in P1, has cleared 1.4 seconds on Luca Mari over the start of the lap. Finning then behind him by 0.9 of a second. Brooker then 0.9 off him. Matty Gamble only half a second off. Then it's 1 second back to Booton. Back further then, Miller is stayed out. Kowalski is in the pits there because he's after getting quite a bit of damage there due to what happened. But he's back out and going, which is good to see. So hopefully that is him now, not too bad. Smee doing a good job, P27 there. And it's kind of starting to calm down a little bit now. But as I say that, oh, Mari's after having a big moment. That looks like he's done it by himself. So what happened, Luca? Going along, did he just clip the grass? Did he clip the curve? Runs too wide, and that was it. Snap. Oh, huge damage for Luca there. And he's doing his best to get back to the pits, but he's doing the right thing. He's letting the cars by, not impeding, and is going for it. He's obviously got huge damage there. That is very unlucky there for Luca Mari. Matty Gamble now up into P3 now, gets by Broker. And job done with that one there. So we have a yellow flag now for Craig Hewlett. What's happened, Craig? He's going backwards anyway, so he's after having a big one. So he's behind Heather. Does he run wide? He does. Oh, hits the wall, and yeah, at least he's beside the pits. That's the only thing. He probably should have went into the pits with his damage there. But he is back going. Unfortunately for Craig, he's down into P28. Stop go 30 for Kowalski. So Kowalski is going in to serve that stop go 30 there now. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. It's Thomas out in the lead. We're going to go back further here because look at this here with Booton, Broker, Dobos, Piccioni, Castellano. You've got Holden, Geese. All there doing great job. Booton is trying to hold these off. He's the bottle in the cork here, or the cork in the bottle, should I say, at the minute, because he has a queue of cars coming up behind him there. Look at that. Dobbo's really starting to throw his nose there, saying, look, let me boy, I'm faster than you. But of course, it is racing. Great job there from Maurice Booton. Back further, Smee's after getting by Blues as well. Let's see how that happened there. Smee around the outside of Blues. Smee then has the inside line for the next corner. That's a lovely job there by Smee. Lovely racing. And the two Porsches swap position there. That's beautiful stuff to see. And then with Alter, who's behind Jay Pooley. Ran a bit wide there, but he was quite unlucky in the race start as well. He did, with a bit of an incident at the back into the corkscrew. He was involved and got hit, not by his own fault. So Pooley's lost a few positions there. Dominic Geese though, right on the back of Jay Holden. Dominic is pushing, but there's this train though is all the way back to Dominic Geese now from Booton. So Booton is not having it easy. Once we get to 10 likes on YouTube, you can throw in who he's like a hotboard onboard lap with, and I will shut up for a whole lap and you can enjoy an onboard view. So once we get to 10 likes on the YouTube stream, we will do that. So far though, looking back, Brokers just after having a moment there behind, or just after missing them. Let's jump on there now. Oh, just lose it on entry. And you know what? Everybody has done well to get by there. And he's done the right thing. It's in the rules. Keep your foot on the brake. Don't try reverse. And look at that. That there is exactly how you do a re-entry after spinning. He kept his foot on the brakes, didn't try and stray off the racing line. People were able to see him and get around him. It wasn't any surprises. Fantastic stuff, and he's back going without any damage. Might be a damaged ego, but that's about it. Dominic East now up into P8. Jack Holden now behind him. So unfortunately we missed that overtake, Dominic, while you were going on there. Looking back further, Jay Wilson as well, having a good race up in P22 at the minute. So the person who's gained the most positions actually Matthew Feltham, up 10 positions at the minute. Brooker's down 11. Up 6 positions then is Tim Smee, who's up 6, but also Gabarato and Robertson. Glenn is up 5 positions. Castellano is where he started. Dominic East is up 4. Dobos is up 5. Matthew Gamble's up 5. Vinning's up 3. So some great guys making some great moves. So Batek's in the pits. Solis is now in the pits also, getting the pit stop done. Smee, P20. What happened, Craig, there? We'll have to have a look at that. He's really not enjoying that corner in that McLaren. Obviously with the extra damage he had, not so nice. But at least that happened again right beside the pits so he could get in. But that is tough going from him. Piccioni doing a great job up in P6 with his teammate Castellano 2 seconds off. So let's see what Castellano and Piccioni can do. We're going to stay on with Dino Piccioni now as he is fighting with Endobos. See in the background Andre Batek leaving the pits, but Piccioni here all over the back of Dobos. but nowhere to go at the minute. That is the thing. So he's 0.4 off. I'm going to jump on to this battle here with Smee, as he is literally on the rear bumper of Jay Wilson there as well. Oh, gets down the inside, a bit too late in the brakes. Wilson seen it coming. Let him get by, and then he gets the position right back there. So that's amazing spatial awareness. To be fair, Jack Holden and Geese, look at this. Geese is going to have to give that to Jack. Jack's got through. Jack's kept it on the track as well. That's a beautiful move there by Jack. You need to be ballsy and trust who you're racing against going through there, and they have proved they can trust each other. And that was beautiful racing from both of the guys. Very well seasoned drivers there. Jack Holden will be proud of that one there. And he is racing for 2ID this evening. He will be hopefully racing for Supercharged Motorsports in the iRacing side of things going forward. And for anyone who is not aware, we are opening an iRacing season that is starting in February. We haven't announced what car we're going to use and what tracks yet. That will be in the coming weeks. And if you do want to join us, guys, registration's open for our Wednesday League, spots in both servers, as well as our 2.4 solo starting this Sunday, being the first race of our first solo season. So that'll be quite interesting as well. Batek's had a bit of a moment. What's happened, Batek? Or was it a fake moment, or did he just run wide? No. Oh, he had a bit of a rear tap there. Oh. Poor Andre. I'm sure he'll send in a ticket about that there. We have ticketing system in place for these kind of incidents. John Dudley, our current champion, is in P17. And stiffer competition this season by the looks of it. Dominic Keys still fighting away there with Jack Hansel, trying to catch up to Glenn Smith, who's having a great race. Fair play to Glenn. That's what we love to see, some great racing. And don't forget as well, our other splits racing is with Ricky DC. You'll see his logo on screen there. Look up Ricky DC on Twitch, and you'll be able to see all the action from our other server for the Silver and Arms over there live at the minute, and you'll be able to watch it back as a VOD as well after. I'm going to jump on here now with Piccione because he's right there with Dobos. Let's see how he's getting on here. And with Dino Piccione. He's after dropping off a bit there now, so yeah, he's dropped off a little bit. He was super close for a little bit there. Dariusz Szmelski though is definitely catching up. I'll just listen to this Ferrari for a minute. Don't you just wish the new Ferrari sounded like that? Great stuff here from Darius. Beautiful driving there. Double yellow ahead, Bhutan. What's happened, Bhutan? Let's go back. So he's off. Oh, he I think done the same thing, but he's actually slid off way before we've come up to it there. That's very, very unlucky for him there as well. But at least he's back going. The rejoin wasn't bad because he did let everyone by, so that's not too bad. As Szmelski gets by Bhutan there, and of course then Dudley with him. So Chris Tedder is now right behind Bhutan as well. That'll be interesting to see. So looking at the grid, the only people that have pitted is Andre Batek, Tom Solis, Jay Pooley, who's in there now, Kowaleski, and then Mr. Hewlett there. So everyone else is still yet to pit, as Robson is after having a bit of a moment. Oh, dropped it himself. That's not going to be ideal, but he's done the right thing. Stayed on the brakes. and didn't do anything crazy, and he's back going now. Back to the front here, Dominic East still fighting with Jack Holden. Castellano's just after dropping it right ahead of them there. Oh, and he wasn't really under major pressure there. That's unlucky for Castellano. The only good thing is he's only dropped 2 positions. It's not too bad. He can easily recover. Oh, he clipped the sausage curb. Oh, and you know what? That was a beautiful spin. He was able to get going straight away. Fair play, and at least he's back going. That's the main thing there. Geese and, of course, then Jack Holden are having a great battle there ahead. Hansel here with Glenn Smith. I'm sure Glenn is absolutely loving this today. Jay Brooker is on a catch-up after his earlier spin there now. T. Miller having a bit of a fight here as well, it looks like. With Conway and Blues coming right behind. We know that Porsche is super strong on that heavy braking as well. So the Porsche will be rapid around here. I'm so impressed with Dariusz Szmelski though in that 488 up in P14 or 15, fighting for P14. Matty Gamble's only 3.1 seconds off Mr. C. Vining ahead. Matty Gamble was a strong favourite last season and missed the race and ultimately lost out on the championship. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do. He was actually toured last season with Chico Lindbar, fellow admin in P2. Hansel with Smith still going at it. Brooker, Feldham still at it. Schmelski still at it. A nice little battle with the Conway, Miller and Blues as well. Still going along. There's just close battles everywhere. I'm trying to give everyone a bit of airtime where I can. So unfortunately it looks like Pooley is out of this one. He was super unlucky getting tagged on the corkscrew. I don't know what happened after that. I'm sure Jason might be able to tell us that. So we have lost 2 drivers from the start. Piccioni and Dobbo still fighting away for 4th and 5th. It's a nice little battle. Miller and Conway is getting quite close as well there. And Mercedes is surprisingly strong around here. Tom Solis, another favourite of TLFI. Don't forget he doesn't have to pit again either, so he's kind of at the stage now where he's just focused on what's going on ahead now. Let all the guys do what they want. It'll be interesting to see where he does come out in it. Craig Hewlett's dropped it, but he's back going. He doesn't seem to be enjoying the McLaren because he was going to go with the Porsche and decided on the McLaren last minute. I'm sure he's probably regretting that right now. Then again, it's probably the McLaren's probably worst track on this season's calendar. Oh, Steve Vining's after having a moment. Is it the curb on the way in or the exit? Oh, the curb on the way in. Oh, he was trying his best to keep it going. That was super unlucky. Well, he enters back in P10, so that's Matty Gamble now up into P2. Dobos takes P3, Piccioni P4. So Piccioni now, he's looking at a podium ahead of him. Dominic Geese not too far off him. What happened? Jack Holden. He's after losing 2 spots there, so maybe I see him, maybe missed Jack, maybe avoiding what was going on there. I've missed that. This looks like Craig is in the pits there now. That is very, very tough luck. Sometimes it doesn't go your way. That seems to be one of them. So Schmelski is after losing position there to Dudley. Hansel though, oh, what's happened there? That could have been an absolute shitstorm. He lost it himself. Okay, and his rejoin, I wouldn't have said was ideal, but luckily enough everybody was able to get through. Oof. That could have been a tough one there. But we have Hansel, Tedder, Bhutan, Dudley, Schmelski all behind Vining here. That's quite a little array of cars there behind. You have Dudley there, Schmelski. Dudley's on the inside. Dudley's going to get the inside. Schmelski sees the outside. Oh, look at the opportunistic of Bhutan. But Schmelski's not fighting or not having that. He's coming back at him. Oh no! Schmelski lost the rear running too wide. Oh, mate. There's a bit of argy-bargy there. Schmelski gets back out and he just took the corner too wide and boom. Still plenty for him to fight for. He can still get back into it. Down to P22 and back he goes as Piccioni gets by. We'll get back onto this. Oh, wow. A bit of a barge to pass kind of thing there. These boys getting their elbows out. And that is that for now. So Dobos, Piccioni has probably conceded the position back. And Geese now up in the P5. Jay Broker though is there with Feltenham as well. It's so hard when you're in that position when you're fairly similar pace to the guy ahead of you and trying to get that move by. When you feel when you're in clear air you go faster. It's just one of those hard things. As Conway's just got by Blue. Let's have a quick look at that. Blue just gets a bit wide, gets caught on the grass, and that's just enough then for Conway to say thank you. See you later, bud. So Blues is in P20 there. And we'll fight back up, of course. Bhutan, Tedder. This is a little battle. We jump on board with Tedder there now. We'll have a lap with Chris. And we've seen Broker in the background there, had another moment, and unfortunately down into P15 for him. But Christian, great Piccioni though, just after getting by Dobbs. What's happened there? Dobbs, Piccioni on the inside. Dobbs there. Dobbs runs a little bit wider. Does well to catch it though. And Dominic Geese though, look at this, is right on Piccioni as well. Dominic Geese fancies a podium here today. Things better of trying to make a move there. And so Piccioni in P3, Geese P4, Dobos P5. Jack Holden up into P7. Glenn Smith's up in P8, by the way, guys. Glenn's having a great race here, and he's Pro-Am. Which is unbelievable. Michael Thomas doing a great job there for MT28 coaching. Michael Thomas coaching. I know he has a YouTube channel as well. I don't know what his YouTube is. I'm assuming it's MT28 coaching. I'd say jump over there if you're looking for tips or coaching. He'd be able to give you a hand. He is super fast. So definitely give him a look and a follow. At the minute, he's 13 seconds clear now of Matty Gamble. Matty's 8 seconds clear of Piccione, and Dominic Geese and Dobbs are at it. And they're after dropping 1.4 seconds to Piccione's. John Dudley's after having a bit of a moment. Oh. Batek did not see him at all there. That was unlucky for Dudley. Well, it looks like Batek, though, in fairness, has dropped off quite a bit. Oh, what happened, Dobos? So he dropped it somehow. I'm sure we'll be able to see after anyway. Back on with Jack. We're about to go back on now from the replay. Back on with Jack. Fighting now with Castellano for P5 and 6. We've Dudley and Robinson both in the pits now. Chris Tedder up in the P13. Brooker now up in the P12. Booton is in P11. Oh, look at this though, Jack Holden. Looking for a way by Castellano. He's right there. Jack not trying to give up at all. He's going to try go for it. Boining here as well. Doing a good job. Gabarotto ahead. Muton behind. Dudley still in the pits. Hansel and Robson boy. Solis in P23. Batek in P24. So Miller's got by Dudley as well. Letting them notice to put in the tickets there for Mr. Pooley. He'll be racing with us on Sunday. So Wilson, P14 on the back of Chris Tedder. And Tedder's there with Brooker as well. So everywhere I look, there's people just added and racing, which is nice to see. Darius in P22. Dudley is a bit up the road from Darius, unfortunately for Darius. Tedder on Brooker. Nice moves. How did Tedder line that one up? Did Brooker have a moment? Because Tedder caught him like he was stopped. Oh, he just got a bit squarely there. And it's just enough. Kristen in the Macca. Oh, look at the switchback from Brooker. Brooker got the switchback to work. We missed it. Oh, that's nice stuff from Brooker, let's be fair about it. So Tedder's after losing out to Wilson there as well. But Tedder's going to keep fighting back. We know what Tedder's like. Although Tedder thinks better of it just now. He'll live to fight another day. Chris, the seasoned driver, will know when to go for it and when to hold off. And Dominic Geese, of course, doing a phenomenal job. That's Dominic Geese for you. Boys, we're nearly halfway through the race now. It's after flying so far, it's been full of action. Oh, Vining, Galbiano side by side. Vining looks like he's got the job done, but he got to be honest, the inside line. It's door bangs. Vining loses out of that one, and back to square one. He's back fighting again. Geese and Piccione here, both in the same machinery. Dominic's trying to put a bit of pressure on. He's trying to make that move happen. Very experienced driver as well. Two slightly different lines. Dominic takes a wider approach. Dominic's trying to be much smoother on the tyres. I'd say Piccione's doing a great job. M4 or Squadra will be absolutely delighted seeing one of their drivers on the podium. As Dominic Geese goes into the pits to try and not lose any time and try to get a bit of a undercut done. Matty Gamble is now 16.3 seconds off the lead at the minute. As Wilson and Broker having a bit of a moment. I think Broker maybe had a bit of a moment there. As he keeps finding Chris Teller in his view. Studley is not too far off Miller as well. Looking at that. Conway's yet to pit. Blues yet to pit. Smee, Tedder, Broker, Geese is in the pits. Wilson, Bouton, everybody in the top. What, 17 I'd say still have to pit. So it's still wide open. So it shall be quite interesting. So Feltham there is in P7 with Gabrietta behind. Glenn doing a great job up into P6 now. Jack Holden, his teammate for 2ID, be it in Pro and Pro-Am. Jack Holden's doing a great job there in P5. Feltham, oh my god. Guys, I would have absolutely shit a brick there. There's not a hope they tried that. That was unbelievable. Oh, Holden and Castellano after having a moment. But I'm after missing out on it. Let's see it here. I have to jump onto it. Oh, we missed it. So Holden is by Castellano. I don't know what happened there. We've missed it because of the replay of the other incident. So Wilson is now in the pits. Let me have a look here now. They're doing a great job there with Matthew right behind him and Vining up for here now. Let's go. Oh my god. These boys are up for a race today. That's a lovely move there from Vining, and also great driving from Feltham to let that happen. That could have ended murder if that was anybody else. Fair play there. Tedder and Wilson are on the pits there. Tedder's just out behind Wilson as well, so these guys are racing into the pits and racing out of the pits there. Oh, Chris has missed the pit. Very unusual for Chris. I think he must have followed Wilson, because I see Wilson also missed it. If we go back and look at that. Okay, Wilson did not use the pit lane. I'm going to note that for the stewards for myself. That is not how you exit the pits. That's improper use of the pits. Wow, okay. And that's lap 23, I think that was. Lap 22. Right, so, and then Robson then in P15. Glenn and Vining at it there. This is interesting here. So Castellano is under a bit of pressure now from Glenn. And Vining's right there also. As Glenn Smith under the pressure there, but not cracked just yet. Chris has hit the car, but he's lived to fight another day, which is all that matters. Right, looking back further, sorry, just running back to a few people there. Oh, as that's Castellano gone off. So what's exactly happened there? So slow car rejoining. Oh, Castellano got touched by Glenn. I think Glenn just got caught out a little bit with the braking there because Castellano was going quite slow. I'm sure the stewards should be busy enough with a few incidents being reported, which is fair. Dominic East trying to fight his way back through, and that looks like the race leader just ahead of them. That is Thomas right there as well. So blue flags coming out there. And that looks like Hansel's just let Dominic by without too much of a fight there. But Thomas there absolutely flying now, 17 seconds ahead of Matty Gamble. And Gamble there. I'm going to jump back on my Hansel here now. So Castellano's in the pits. So guys, I'm going to do a hot lap now, and I'm going to jump on with who's coming by the main straight. John Dudley, our current champion. Let's enjoy it on board with him for a lap. I'd say John Dudley has that car absolutely singing. Miller just ahead of him as well. That's a beautiful sounding machine there. As Glenn's after losing the position to Vining, Glenn runs a little bit wide. Vining goes around the outside there through the corkscrew. Beautiful driving from both of them to not have an incident there, so fair play to them. Absolutely brilliant. So Smee now up into P8 and he's only 0.4 of a second off Holden. Doing a phenomenal job there, Smee. Great to see him back in racing as well. It's what we love to see. Oh, Tedder's had a moment. What happened to Tedder? No damage. Did Chris just have a Chris Tedder disconnection or what's happened there? Dang, Chris. Don't know what's going on with him. I know he does have issues running triples. That's unlucky for him. Dudley, though, is up fighting away. I was trying to see if there was anything wrong there with that, but nothing there at the minute that I could look at and think, wow. Let's see how we go. Don't see anything from Chris to see what's happened, Chris, there. Sorry, I was just looking for that there. As Blues is in the pits as well. Vining doing a good job. Chris has disconnected, it seems. Wonder what's happened, Chris. Ah, his PC must have reset there. You can see he's loading back in. That's unlucky for him as Blues gets passed by Miller and Dudley as he's still in the pits. Looking through the rest of the grid, it's getting kind of spaced out a little bit. So Glenn's pitted, so Smee is yet to pit, and then the top 6 are yet to pit, and everybody else now has pitted. So let's see how the guys go now for the last part of this race. We're less than 20 minutes to go, 18 and 40 or so seconds. Biggest winner in terms of place at the minute, this man here, Tim Smee's up 21 spots, Feltham's up 13 spots, Blues is up 10 spots. Unfortunately for Castellano, he is down quite a few spots there, but has plenty of time, in fairness to him, and talent to get back up there as well. Oh, poor Chris. Poor Chris. Ricky DC, mate, how are you getting on there? And everybody, as I was saying earlier on, I'll say it again, Ricky DC over on Twitch is looking after our other server there, so it's or the number 1 CKYDC. You'll be able to see all of Silver and Arms racing over on his VOD on his Twitch, and he's doing an absolutely amazing job. And Ricky, I cannot wait to watch it back over as well and see what's happened here. And if you're wondering why maybe we're off a little bit later than you, our server had actually frozen, and I had to manually input everybody's qualifying position and get into it then, so we were about 10 minutes late actually getting going by the time everything was sorted. Probably actually 15 minutes late. But that is just how it goes sometimes. We don't control the servers. First time it's ever froze, but apparently it's a known issue with Laguna, which was unknown to me until now. On with Tory Miller here now. Oh, really? You didn't press the stream button, did you? I had that as well before. I know what that's like, mate. T. Miller, though, having a great battle here with Dudley, with Hansel just holding him off at the minute. And up the road, there's another battle going on as well. Oh, you're showing the FRL. Oh, no. Oopsie daisy. As Broker's in the pits, as is Smee. So the pit window ends in 11 minutes and 35 seconds. So it's the top 5 are yet to pit. Everybody else now has pitted. Thomas, though, 17 seconds clear of wee Matty Gamble. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Ah, okay. Okay, please don't tell me. Please don't tell me. I want to definitely watch that back. Absolutely not. I'll be very interested to see who came where with that one. So here we have Altor still fighting away with Robson. Then behind him, Blues and Brooker just, I think, got a nice little look up the inside there. Blues goes a bit wide here. Yeah, just enough down for Broker to get by in the Mercedes. But as this replay ends, now we're going to jump on with Dudley and Miller, because these guys here are putting the pressure on with Hansel. And actually, Batek and Castellano at it there. Batek with the usual flashers. But Castellano is true. But we jump back on now with Miller and Dudley, as Tori is doing his very best to get by this man, Altar. Oh. Sorry, a Hansel there. Jumped down to another incident there. There's so much action going on, guys. So Hansel with Tori and then John Dudley there as well. Gabilano, these two here, guys, I can't get off it. They are fighting tooth and nail between himself and Robson there. And as I say, that Piccioni and Gamble have swapped position, but that's because Matty Gamble has pitted. The action here is just all over the place, guys, still. I think we definitely need to flash them out there for Andre at this stage. I think he's earned a flasher emoji. Back on now with Jay Brooker. Ricky, for yourself, there's only been kind of one thing that I've seen that's really happened is there was on lap 1 a small bit of an incident in the corkscrew, nothing major. There's about 4 or 5 cars involved there. But other than that, there has been a few incidents. I'm sure we'll be busy enough. Oh, I tell you one thing, Brooker is catching up for last time there. That was a very, very trusting move with him and Wilson. Back on with Miller though, still at the same thing. And look at these guys, still at it as well. I just don't know where to go. Aotor and Mr. Robson now. Aotor's on the inside, Robson's on the outside. There is definite bang doors. These guys are literally on the limits with each other here. And this time round, Aotor has got by, but Robson is right there. And a bit more of a touch. I think we'll watch a quick replay of that, as there's a car off ahead of him there. That's Feltham, has dropped it there. So what's happened, Feltham? Well, I was focused on that. I didn't really... Oh, he hit the car, ran too wide. But then this here, you see that again. These guys are fighting so hard out there. It's absolutely crazy. Unbelievable. As here's Broker again. And he gets by Feltham just before the corner as well, so that's good for Broker. These two guys back at it for round 552. It's like watching Mike Tyson and Alex Lewis fight, the way these guys are. They're not giving each other room. He's trying to push him up the inside. This is racing literally on the limits. Any more than this, and I'd have to be doing a pay-per-view boxing ring with these guys. It's absolutely on it there. Same with Wilson. Now, Thomas is still yet to pit. He's the race leader. He's been absolutely phenomenal. Best lap of the race so far from a 1:22.637. What can he do there? So he's got 7 minutes to get into the pits. So it's up to him when he wants to get that done. Writing there in the Discord really quick, guys. Sorry about that. Jack Holden now and Piccioni starting to get back into a battle again. Lap 1 hairpin was actually okay, to be fair about it. It was more the corkscrew is kind of where there was a bit of an incident, alright. Other than that, it's actually been fine. Well, I'm watching these two here having a good fight with each other as well. is always interesting. There we go, and I'm going to jump back on here as well because you've got Miller at it as well with Hansel, Dudley right behind them as well. As I do that, oh my god, these are side by side again. These are squeezing each other to the absolute limit here. Robson there for Simtech Racing is being very patient, and he has the inside line this time. Oh, I wouldn't be doing these guys are absolutely odd. Lewis, I'm sure, mad to get by him now. Otar still at it. Jack Holden will pick Piccioni for him for Squadder after having a great one. Router Racing, 2ID. Yeah, there's been some good battles throughout this one here. Miller and Hansel. And Tori Miller has unfortunately lost out this time, as he got by and has unfortunately lost back that position as well. Click on your keyboard while tabbed in. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I have it all off normally just to keep it clean, but yeah, I'll leave that on for you, mate. Sorry. It's Tori Miller, Dudley. Super close. Broker now. Broker going to the inside of Dudley. Dudley's going to see him. That Porsche though should have electric exit speed, but the Mercedes though will have that straight line power. Darius Schmelski's after getting the job done by Blues in that 488. Let's get on to the helicam here. Darius keeps patient, gets on the power earlier, has the inside line, and then was able to carry it there. I think he's expecting Blues to go around the outside, but Blues being very patient there. Absolutely brilliant. Brooker has got by Dudley. Oh my god. Hansel there is after having Mauda, but he's got back by. Let's have a look at what happened. Hansel is being from replay to replay here. He obviously murdered himself. Was it the curb? Was it running wide onto the sand? Yes, it was. And wham, bam. It shouldn't be major damage. Probably about 6 seconds worth of damage there. Obviously not ideal, but what can you do about it there? So Brooker now is ahead of Miller. Brooker is getting back up there for TS1R. Then we have Jack Holden and Piccioni all at it still again. Mr. Sparky, how are you doing, young man? What is the crack? How about that near 180 spin at start? Oh my god, don't be telling me anything, Aaron. I want to watch it back. Please don't mention what's happened. I want to watch it all back. Dudley still fighting with Miller. Then Feltham and Wilson still at it as well. Solis catching up with Conway as well. No matter where we're looking here at the minute, it's been unbelievable. Tom doing a great job there. Thomas here should have to be in the pit this lap. Leader is absolutely brilliant. Many spins throughout the race, was it? I think everybody's kind of glad Lagoon is over. We had our server freeze before the race start, so we had to manually reset the server and put everyone's qualifying results in. Luckily enough, it's worked out fine. So Michael Thomas now. He is doing one more lap. He is a dodgy man, but you know what? He knows better than me. Jack doing a great job. Dudley and Miller though, very, very close. Our current season champion in the #1 car. Doing a phenomenal job. Let's go on grand there now. Sorry guys, people message me, talking to me every way, and I'm trying to do everything at once. Dudley is still there, Felton is still there. Solis now is all over Conway, so Solis has caught up to Conway a lot quicker. Vining's in the pits, Booton's in the pits, Thomas is in the pits, Matty Gamble. So Jack Holden is fighting for a podium position, so Jack now might have his appetite opened up that bit more. Piccioni now has a podium position to lose. They are coming up to a blue flagged car as well, which can play a part in this. Matty Gamble, I think, is just slightly too far off Thomas, as Thomas is leaving the pits there. Thomas has had a phenomenal race this evening so far. Jack Holden, though, is genuinely fighting for a podium position now. This is going to be interesting there. Dudley now, side by side. Let's go on to the camera view here. The Porsche is lethal on the brakes, as you can see there. He's able to brake harder. Is he going to try a bit of a switchback? No, he's not. Not much he can do there. He just has to wait for it, as Castellano and Solis as well are at it. No matter where you are on the grid, there is action, and it's crazy. Great to see it, guys. And Ricky and Sparky, just so you are aware, in qualifying, the top 21 drivers were split by 1 second. Top 21. Jack Holden half a second off, Brooker's half a second off, Dudley's 0.2 of a second off, Feltham off, Smee is 0.3 with Wilson right behind, half a second off. Then you have Solis and Castellano all less than half a second off. Then Conway, I don't know where to be looking. We'll go back on now with this lad here. We are literally on now. What can Holden do? Jack can sniff it. What is Jack going to be able to do? What can he pull out now in the last 4 minutes? Oh, look at this tree right behind as well with Solis. This is just crazy here. These guys are mental patients, but Tom Solis, it's worked out great for him. Although the two Ferraris behind are at it, but Castellano has got the job done for M4 versus Simtech Racing there. Tom Solis, though, what a man. What a man. Let's come and see that again. Gets up the inside. Beautifully done. Then the two Ferraris had a bit of a moment. Back going, but as this goes off, we're going to jump on because Robson is just literally after getting by Broker as we go back live. They're side by side. Can this replay stop? There we go. And Hazard's on there. Broker's after getting through there now. Jack Holden's after dropping to 1 second off P2. So we're going to jump back on here now with John Dudley, who's half a second off. As the action is just unfolding into the last 3 minutes, we are going, guys. Anybody could be anywhere, but yeah, this is Wilson gets by there as well. This is just ridiculous, guys. Let's have a look at what Wilson done here. So the Porsche just runs a little bit wider. Wilson carries more speed, carries it through there, and wham bam, thank you ma'am. On to the next one, here we go. So that was great driving from him. Castellano still there with Tom Solis. Darius Schmelski is with Smee. Darius driving the 488 Ferrari here. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Can he get another lap or get another position, should I say, with Smee and Wilson just ahead? Dudley still there with Miller looking for a way by there. Dudley gets a bit of an nicer exit, gains about 0.2 of a second here. We're down to nearly 2 minutes to go, guys. There's still about 2 laps to be done. Matty Gamble is looking quite safe now for his P2. Thomas is looking quite safe for the win. Piccioni still cannot make any errors here for M4 or Squadra Corsa. Jack Holden now is down to less than a second again. This is what we love to see. Jay Wilson still at it as well with Schmelski. Oh, I don't know, guys. Absolutely epic stuff. Let me have a look here now. We're coming down into the last of it now. I'm going to jump back on my Jack Holden. There's half a second left. between these two. There's one lap to go essentially for these, so I'm sure Jack is going to try to do his very, very best. But let's see, because it needs to be done correctly. He's down to 0.2 of a second. What's Jack going to be able to do? Oh, he's on the outside there. Oh. Jack's going to have to give it one more go. He has time to do it. This is it. Thomas, I'm assuming, now is on the last lap as there's 16 seconds left. So we're going to look at Michael Thomas crossing the line firstly, as he's had a phenomenal race. Pole position, fastest lap on the race win. He's got it all in the bag, and a great performance here from Michael Thomas in the opening race. And he slowed down, letting the guys fight it out for their last lap. Fair play to Michael, letting the guys have one more pop at the cherry for some more racing. And Michael Thomas then crosses the line today as Season 3's race winner. Absolutely epic stuff, Michael. Top class driving. And he does have his YouTube channel that Chris was telling me all about. Definitely go on and have a look at that as well. On into P2 now is Matty Gamble. Look, cars everywhere with Darius' teammate right there as well. Darius gone wide off. It's Matty Gamble coming back in P2. But here's the battle now for P3. You've got Piccioni and Holden. Holden may be able to have one more bite at the cherry. It's going into the last corner. Can Holden do anything here? Oh, he's just not able to. 0.2 of a second. It's going to be Piccioni holds on for M4 Squadra, and Jack Holden goes into P4. Dominic Geese up into P5, then Vine in P6, Bhutan P7. Yeah, as people are jumping in and out there, guys, that was absolutely phenomenal stuff. Great race awareness from Thomas, but there's been great race awareness all race long here. Absolutely brilliant. And Morris Bhutan pulling up there, guys. But this man here, Michael Thomas, has been in a race of his own this evening. Absolutely phenomenal driving. Really, really and truly, it's been a pleasure to commentate in this today. And you know what? I was really looking forward to coming into Season 3, and I want to give a massive thanks to all the drivers and all the support we've gotten. A big thank to Chris for obviously setting up the other server for me at the last minute. Thanks to Ricky DC for doing amazing commentary on the Silver and Am. That is live on his VOD, so it's Ricky1, so R1 CKY DC. It's over on Twitch. Give that a look at as well and give him a follow. Yeah, it's been absolutely phenomenal, guys. I'm really looking forward to next week. There'll be 2 servers again moving forward. There is spaces available if you come across this and want to race with us, or have one of your teammates maybe wanting to race. They can sign up for the next race. Our next race for Supercharged Motorsport is Sunday for our very first race of the 2.4 Solo Endurance Championship. So that's going to be great stuff there. Then of course I'm off to Amigos to race then on Monday. And if you haven't signed up for some Monday night racing and you're looking for a league to sign up to, absolutely get in there to Amigos Racing League. Chris is very active in our own server. You'll see they have a little channel for where they share their races. Get involved over there as well. I'm going to see is there anyone in their race chat. There is. I'm going to jump in here now. How are you, lads? I'm just going to sound live on my stream. Chris, what happened to you? Or are you gone? Chris is gone. Craig, Dominic, Sparky, let us know about your race as well. And Shaky, how did you get on?
Yeah, it's good. I'm sweating.
Ah, sure, that's the joys of it, lads. It's been good racing in both servers. Where did you finish, Shaky?
16th, I think, in the end. I qualified in 25th, so it's not bad. I had a look before we started the race. My cumulative time here is 1.4 hours, so...
Oh, wow.
Pretty green, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a very popular track, to be fair, by the seems of it, but No, fair play to you. That's a great start anyway in our league, which is great to see. And very interesting to see how you're going to go on the rest of the season. I know Sparky, so Aaron, who doesn't know Sparky, you were saying about a 180 spin. What happened there? 1,080, sorry, should I say?
So yeah, beginning of the race, someone bumped into one car, which bumped into another, and spun a fry around nearly 3 times. Nearly, it was
Wow.
all happening at the start finish line. But yeah, it was
Crazy by the
interesting.
sounds of it.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to watch that back.
It'd be good.
Hey guys, that was some sweating there. Jesus Christ.
Well done, Morris. Great racing for you as well. I'm Maurice.
Yeah, well, first I killed myself really bad. One time I lost only like 3-4 places. Then like 2 laps later I killed myself completely, ended up like P17.
Well, okay.
And then worked my way back a bit, and then I got hit by someone with a bad rejoin in the corkscrew, and then I lost like 5 seconds a lap, 5/10 a lap.
Wow, okay.
But, yeah, I'm still happy because I think a lot of people crashed, because otherwise I would not have ended this high as I did now.
Wow.
But it was a good race.
No, well, fair play. It's great to see, and great to see they came in and enjoyed it, which is the main thing. That's what it's all about. It's all about the good hard racing out there, and there was some really good hard racing this evening.
Yeah, there was I had some really nice door-to-door battles, and yeah, this is a difficult track, and
Yeah.
it's definitely. I think this is my least favorite track. So for what I'm happy with the result, and it was definitely. I like everybody did like very clean racing overall, and yeah. I hope I did good enough. I hope I don't get any reports. I don't think I did anything wrong, I think.
No, look, to be honest with you, I've only seen 3 tickets being published so far, and when I say that, there's 5 now. I won't jinx it too much.
Already 3 tickets?
There's 5. But see, it's both splits, so I don't know what the tickets are yet. We'll look at that afterwards. And Dominic and Craig, how was it for yous?
Yeah, after bad or reasonable qualifying in P12, coming home in P5 was quite good. But it could have been at least P3 for me, pace-wise. I've almost stuck behind the leader after my pit stop the whole race. After the pit stop, I stuck behind him.
Right.
I couldn't pass him, but I was like 5/10 or so faster than him.
Okay.
And lost a lot of time there. So I think with that I could have been at least P3 in the end. But with that P5 still good.
Yeah, it's not a bad start to the season.
No, this track is really about patience. It's really hard to overtake. You just have to stay really close, make the guy in front nervous, and wait until he makes a mistake.
Yeah.
You can't really just try to overtake because you just kill yourself or the guy in front. Just try to push him a little bit, and then eventually he'll make a mistake.
That's what it's all about.
With a Porsche. I had the same with a Porsche in front of me for like 4 or 5 laps, and he was battling with I think it was a black McLaren and I was okay. They're gonna kill each other, but they just kept battling, and they went. Then the one guy got ahead, and then the other, and then another Mercedes and AMG got in the mix. It was really interesting to see those 3 guys fight all the time, and I was just waiting until I could pass one of them, and eventually one killed the other, and then the other one also ended up in the sand. So I had like 3 overtakes at once. Like lucky me, yeah.
Sounds like you had an eventful race, I tell you.
It was definitely an eventful race, yeah, for sure.
Brilliant. I know. I have to say, it's been great to see all the racing. I'm really looking forward to watch back the other splits racing as well now, especially with Ricky on comms, and with Aaron's, of course, amazing driving in there as well. But yeah, no, lads.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody gets like penalty for in qualification, right?
Mhm.
I did it. At first, I didn't want to report it because think, oh yeah, 2 laps later, I still got like a good hot lap, but I was like 2-3 tenths up, and he went off track, and then he didn't hold his brakes, and he got back on the track, so he killed me in the qualification while I was up on a lap.
Oh no, you can
So,
report that. Yeah, like that's like if something's happened during a hot lap, of course report it. We can look
Yeah,
into it.
Yeah, but only if it. But the thing is, will he get like a 10-second penalty? Because then I will report him. Because then I will.
Well, I can't disclose what we can or can't do. We'd have to assess the incident. We can't just say a penalty without actually assessing the incident. That would be quite unfair. So, by all means, report it, and the student team will look at it. And if it's obviously warranting of a penalty, it will be a penalty applied. It is normally time penalties, unless it's something really bad. Then it could be worse.
Yeah, because then it can benefit me. Because if he gets like maybe 10 seconds because he didn't hold his brakes and crashed me in the qualification, I can gain a position even. So we'll see.
Yeah. No, that's fine. By all means, put that into it there. That's no bother at all. But I want to thank everyone for watching the stream as well, because I'm actually live here as well. So I'm going to end the stream now. But yeah, thanks for everyone who's supported, and definitely go over and watch the other race with Ricky over on his channel as well, guys. I'm going to cut the stream here.
Yeah, I'll watch them streams. Nice.
Excellent. That's what we like to hear.